This Turkish center is taking the NBA by storm. Many refer to Alperen Şengün as Baby Jokic because he has a similar playing style to two-time MVP and NBA champion Nikola Jokic. For while Jokic and him don't play for the same team, they do share a strong connection with each other. Jokic actually mentors Alperen from afar. But before we get into their similarities, let's dive into the rise and story of Alperen Şengün. First, what makes him so good? Alperen isn't limited to the paint. He can mix it up with defenders by popping for open jumpers, driving to the rim, or even initiating offense from further out. And just when they think they have him figured out, he throws in a sneaky push shot to keep them guessing. His ability to pile on points makes him a great magnet for defenders, leaving his teammates open for easy buckets. The Rockets leverage this by putting him in plays like dribble handoffs, post-ups, and pick and rolls, where he can either find open teammates for efficient shots or attack himself, making the entire offense click. As of December 2023, he leads the league in points scored as the roll man after ball screens per synergy. In fact, he is currently averaging the most points as the roll man of any player on record since 2015-16, except for when Joel Embiid won MVP in the 22 season. But how did Alperen get so good to play in the NBA? Many think that Alperen came out of nowhere, but the Turkish center actually was on the radar of NBA scouts since he was 15 years old. Alperen was born in Giresun, a small town on the Black Sea in Turkey. He became a great swimmer from an early age, but decided to switch to basketball. He was the MVP of the Turkish Junior League, and when he was 16, Alperen signed with Bandırma Kırmızı, sorry for the mispronunciation, a team from the second league. He averaged 10.8 points, 6.8 rebounds for the senior team, and was also a member of the Turkish under-16 team that won the bronze medal at the European Championship. Then, Alperen joined the under-17 team that competed at the 2018 World Cup. Despite playing against older kids, Alperen was dominating by averaging 15.9 points and 12.3 rebounds per game. He got on the radar of the best teams in the country and decided to sign with Beşiktaş from the Turkish capital, Istanbul. He started dominating the league even though he was only 18 years old. After winning the Turkish League MVP with averages of 19.2 points, 9.4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.3 steals, and 1.7 blocks per game, he decided that it was time for the NBA draft, dropping the final 2 years of his contract with the team.
With the 16th pick in the 2021 NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Alperen Şengün from Giresun, Turkey.
He was projected to be a lottery pick in 2021, but fell just under that line, being selected 16th overall by the Oklahoma City Thunder, who actually drafted him for the Rockets. The teams made a trade right away, and Alperen was sent to Houston in return for 2 future first-round picks. Many Europeans that were drafted that young decided to stay in Europe, but Alperen wanted to prove that he was ready for the big league, and it proved to be the right choice. He made his NBA debut on the opening night of the 2021-22 season, recording 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals in a 124-106 loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. He casually played around 20 minutes per game, and as the season progressed, his minutes grew. One of the best games in his rookie season came against the Los Angeles Lakers when Alperen scored 21 points and 14 rebounds in a 139-130 overtime win. His season high came in a 115-98 win over the Portland Trail Blazers when the Turkish player dropped 27 points and 7 rebounds on 10 of 16 shooting. Alperen finished his rookie season averaging 9.6 points and 5.5 rebounds per game, way less than he had in Europe, but one thing was proven. He was a legit NBA player with a bright future in the best basketball league in the world. Alperen started only 13 games as a rookie, and in his second season, he became a regular in the Rockets starting lineup. Early in the season, Alperen became the youngest center at 20 years and 133 days of age to post 1,000 points and 200 assists. In January 2023, Alperen recorded his first career triple-double with 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists in a 135-115 loss to the Sacramento Kings, also becoming the youngest player in Rockets history to record a triple-double in a game. A couple days later, Alperen dropped 33 points, 15 rebounds, and 6 assists in a 140-132 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. That made him the youngest Rocket ever to have a 30-10 game, and the youngest player ever to have a 30-15-5 game, breaking the records of NBA greats Hakeem Olajuwon and Shaquille O'Neal. He finished his sophomore season averaging 14.8 points, 9 rebounds, 3.9 assists on 55.3% shooting from the field and 33.3% from deep. He started 72 of 75 games for the Rockets while playing 28.9 minutes per game. The 21-year-old from Turkey is in his 3rd season in the NBA and is already compared to no other than Nikola Jokic. Being 6'11", Alperen can play both as a power forward and center, and his versatility and the ability to pass and shoot from the outside are things that will make him a superstar in the league. On an episode of Podcast P, Alperen opened up about his relationship with Nikola Jokic.
Which I think you've said that Nikola has been one of your idols in the league. Talk a little bit about that game, and have you been able to develop any type of relationship with him yet?
You know, Jokic is like not social media guys and other things. He just care about like basketball and family, you know. But which is he's a great guy and he's a European. Like I can say, all European bigs and other players like so close to here, like so close to each other, you know. Every after the game, he's coming to me like saying, "Good job, Alpi, great job, keep her up." Always giving me like good talk, you know, which is great for me. I like not trying to play like him, but like, you know, our games is similar, you know.
Yeah.
At the age of 21, Alperen maintains an average of 20.2 points, 9.1 rebounds, and 5.6 assists with shooting percentages of 57, 32, and 64. Comparatively, when Jokic was 21, his stats stood at 16.7 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 4.9 assists, shooting 58, 32, and 83. While their stats are quite similar, Jokic excels as a free throw shooter. Whether Alperen evolves into an MVP like Jokic remains uncertain, but he's clearly progressing in the right direction with the guidance of an excellent mentor. Last season, Jokic even stated that he believed the Rockets should play more through Alperen in what was a massive compliment. This 23-24 season, Alperen is close to playing superstar minutes as he averages 32.3 per game. Knowing how young he still is and that he has a lot of room for improvement, Alperen is definitely a superstar in the making. The Houston Rockets are one of the top stories in the league this season. Last year, they finished tied for last place in the Western Conference with a 22-60 record. The signings of Fred VanVleet and Dillon Brooks have a lot to do with the improvement, but whoever is watching the Rockets this season knows that Alperen is the difference maker. Alperen showed his talent in the first 2 seasons in the league, and with the improvements he made going into this campaign, it'll be no wonder if he makes it to the All-Star game. Alperen is averaging 19.4 points, 9 rebounds, and 5.2 assists per game while shooting 52.6% from the field. His 3-point shooting is at 30.8%, which can definitely get better, but there are not many centers in the league that can consistently be a threat from outside the arc as Alperen can. Being a reliable 67.3% free throw shooter is solid, and setting him to the free throw line is not a good option for the opposing teams. But what are your thoughts on Alperen? Do you think he's an all-star in the making? I would love if you leave a like on this video. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.